What's up, everyone? This is FPSticks bringing you some more Timeless Cup practice here. This is a best of 7 against my friend J-Style2. You can see we got our teams up on the screen there. So I have my Dragonair against his Venomoth. He switches that out into Lapras. This is not a good situation for me, but I do have the return, so I'm able to throw this to get some neutral damage. I'm still kind of debating on whether to run Dragon Pulse or Return as my charge move on Dragonair. Return is nice because you're able to get to it faster, but it doesn't really threaten the shields. As you can see, he's able to just fast move farm me down there. Whereas if I had Dragon Pulse, I'd be able to at least burn a shield or do significant damage there. I bring the Venomoth back in. I'm going to have to shield this Surf. Venomoth is not very tanky at all, but I'm hoping to farm this Lapras down with Confusions, and I am able to get it. He brings in the Whiscash, which is not the best scenario for me. Those Mud Bombs are going to do super effective damage. I go straight for the Silver Wind here, and I get a shield. But then I switch into my Victory Bell, and this is actually even a worse situation for me. Since he threw the charge move as I switched, I wasn't able to get the surprise factor switch in that Victory Bell is really good at. So it kind of stopped the battle there, and he was able to switch in his Venomoth. So at this point, not looking good for me. This Venomoth is able to get to another charge move. Its return, I see that it's a purified Venomoth, which is very interesting. But there is that Whiscash. I'm just going straight for Poison Fang here, trying to get that last shield, and I do get it, but at this point it is game over there. So he takes the first match, very good game there. He's running 4 poison types on his team, so my Venomoth is definitely a safe option to have in there. I believe he messaged me after this match, and he told me that he wasn't going to be bringing in the Beedrill, but I still bring in Venomoth because it has a lot of good matchups here. Now this matchup here is favorable for Dragonair, but if that Muck lands either a Sludge Wave or a Dark Pulse, it is going to do a lot of damage to Dragonair, and these Poison Jabs are doing neutral damage. I get the shield there with the Aqua Tail, which is really good. And since he committed a shield there, I actually do not commit a shield here. And he goes straight for the Sludge Wave. Now my thought process with this is that I'm going to be able to farm down this Muck with my Venomoth and get a lot of energy. You can see I lag a little bit there. He's able to get 1 or 2 fast moves in there. It's alright. Just practice. I do have to shield this. These Thunder Punches are going to add up. And he switches out, so he gives up switch advantage there. I'm going straight for the Silver Wind. It lands, and then I'm able to switch in my Lapras, and I'm in a very favorable situation right now. I have the health advantage here. That ends up being a Skull Bash, and I correctly predict that and get the shield. He got his defense boosted, but I'm going straight for the Skull Bash. No point in baiting. Even if this is shielded, I'm okay with it. I just want that defense boost. And he goes unshielded, so even a better situation for me. I know he still has that Muck. He brings it in, but it's not able to get to a charge move. It just gave my Lapras even more energy. And this is a very favorable situation for me. Able to get to these Surfs. I'm expecting the last shield here, and I get it. These Surfs are going to do a lot of damage. I know this Venomoth has Return. I'm assuming Silver Wind as the secondary move. Let's see. Yep, there it is. So we know it's running Return and Silver Wind. Return Venomoth, I guess, is a decent substitute for Poison Fang Venomoth, but Return is higher energy cost than Poison Fang is, so you're not able to bait as efficiently, but still is nice for some neutral damage. My Lapras is able to take out that Venomoth there, so I'm able to take that match. So we're currently 1-1 right now. Again, Venomoth is going to have a lot of favorable matchups in his team, so I'm definitely going to be bringing that in. We'll see what I end up bringing in Dragonair, Lapras, and Venomoth. So pretty safe lineup against his team there. I lead Dragonair again, and he leads the Muck again. So I'm going to try to just play this out the same exact way that I did last time. I love, well, I hate giving up switch advantage if it's not like a forceful lead here. Like if he led Lapras, I would obviously have to get out of there, but Muck is kind of a neutral matchup. So he ends up actually switching into Lapras, but I'm up a shield, and so I just mirror with my own Lapras. I'm assuming this is going to be a Skull Bash, and I do correctly predict it. Again, I feel like that is the correct way to play out this Lapras mirror match. Try to get your defense boosted first. No point in baiting, just going straight for Skull Bash. He does have the energy lead here, but I still have a shield. So if he baits me here, because I do shield, and he correctly baits me there, so very correct move. I know this is going to be a Surf, though. There's no way that he got to a Skull Bash and a Surf that fast. He switches in his Muck, but again, I'm fine with going Skull Bash here. I love to invest in my Lapras and get the defense boost. This is going to be a Thunder Punch, but I am doubly boosted now, and so it's all right. I end up taking it. That Muck is gone. I know the Lapras is very weak, and he ends up having Whiscash in the back. So feeling totally fine about this. Mud Bombs are going to be doing neutral damage, but since my defense has been boosted a couple times, definitely a more favorable match for me. These Ice Shards are neutral, and these Surfs are also neutral damage. But Lapras is such a tank. I switch in Dragonair here to either try to get some Dragon Breath damage or catch the Mud Bomb. I do catch the Mud Bomb. Dragonair is so squishy and that takes it out. At this point, it's pretty much good game, but I just bring back in the Lapras because I know that I have that Surf ready. And I still have a full health Venomoth in the back there. So continuing to farm down, I'm totally okay. If he throws a charge move here, and he does, this is going to take me out. But then my Venomoth can come in and get a little bit of energy, not have to take a Mud Bomb, which is great. Now there's his Lapras with the defense boost, so this is actually getting a little scary here. This Lapras had more health than I thought. I did not correctly plan on that. So I go straight for the Silver Wind, and I'm able to get to that Poison Fang. He was probably going straight for the Skull Bash, which Surf is obviously the more energy efficient move, and I believe you can actually throw back-to-back Surfs, or almost throw back-to-back Surfs if you have enough energy for the Skull Bash. So that might have been the correct play there. But either way, very close. So I'm up 2-1 right now in this best of 7. Again, I'm going with the same team of 3 here because I've kind of identified that these have the most favorable matchups against his team. But I swapped my lead. I get an amazing lead here, Venomoth against Venusaur, so I'm expecting him to switch out. We get a little bit of lag. There's the Whiscash, so I swap in my Lapras. I'm comfortable. More comfortable with this matchup, definitely, than Venomoth against Whiscash. Still lagging a little bit, but it seems to have equaled out a little bit. These Mud Bombs are definitely going to add up, but we've seen this matchup before. Lapras does have the favorable matchup, especially since Whiscash's heavier hitting move is Blizzard, which is going to be doubly resisted by Lapras, so definitely not the way to go there. Just straight Mud Bomb spam is the way to do it here. Now at this point, I kind of committed to a fast move kind of farm down there because I knew I would survive that Mud Bomb, and I'm able to not use any shields, and I have a lot of energy banked up now. I'm going straight for the Skull Bash here. If this lands, it's going to be amazing for me, but he correctly shields it, which is smart on his part. And he's able to get a lot of energy there, so not the best situation for me. This Lapras has a lot of energy, and both of my options here are not super great. But I know this Venomoth has energy built up. This is going to be a Surf. I'm going to have to shield this. going for the Silver Wind, hoping for the boost here to turn this around because I got that Dragonair in the back and it is not going to be good against that Lapras. Shields are down now, which is really good. I let this Surf go through. I know I'm still going to be able to get to a Silver Wind, and then I'm hoping that this is going to take Lapras low enough to where my Dragonair has a chance. Lapras is still so tanky. I'm hoping that he's going to be forced to... Yep, he uses his energy here, which is really good. I'm able to come back from this situation, and I know I can bring in my Dragonair, farm him down. I still have a shield, and he has his Venusaur. So I'm going straight for the returns here. Aqua Tail would be resisted. I have to correctly shield the Sludge Bomb or hope that he does not get a Sludge Bomb through. So I commit the shield here. He correctly baits with the Frenzy Plant. This is going to be very close. I go straight for the Aqua Tail because this is going to be enough to KO. If he were to land the Sludge Bomb, this match would have flipped the other way, I believe. So very close there. I believe I'm up 3-1 now in this best of 7. Again, I've identified that the Venomoth is really kind of my key to victory here. But you've noticed that he has brought in like Lapras or Whiscash pretty consistently, and those both have good matchups against my Venomoth. So Lapras against Whiscash, a lead that I'm totally fine with. Going to stay in this and play it out. He switches into Muck. So at this point, I throw the Surf either to get a little damage or burn the shield. I do get the shield, which is amazing, but now I can bring in my Venomoth and get a lot of energy here with these confusions. I let this first Thunder Punch go through. It's non-stab, so it only does about like 30% there. I'm okay with that. And I am just going to get so much energy here. Committing to the Confusion farm down. I do shield that. Both of my charge moves that I have there would not be very effective against that Muck. So I have so much energy banked now. Going straight for the Silver Wind. I don't care what comes in. Good thing I didn't go Poison Fang because it would not have done that much damage to Whiscash. And I'm able, not able to get to that Silver Wind there. But I commit both shields on this Venomoth. I'm going to let this thing carry me to victory or put in a lot of damage on his team here. Go for the second Silver Wind. I have not gotten the boost after all of these Silver Winds that I've thrown, so bad luck there. This is most likely going to take me out. Yep, but I was able to burn both of his shields and put on a lot of pressure, which is really good. I know that his Muck is out of the picture. Bring in my Dragonair. Oh, if this is a Blizzard, this is very bad. I was trying to bring this in. Thank goodness it only ends up being a Mud Bomb, so I know I can stay in this. There's his Lapras. Not good for me at all. I throw the return here, which might have been not the best choice. I should have just instantly went over to my Lapras. I'm surprised I'm still staying in here. Trying to just Dragon Breath this down, and look how much damage that ends up doing, and then I switch out. So that might have been a misplay on my part to keep that Dragonair in, and then all that Ice Shard damage definitely added up. If this is a Skull Bash, it's going to hurt. It is, but I know I'm going to be able to get enough energy from farming that Lapras down because he got the defense boost. I was able to get another Ice Shard off. There's the Whiscash. Going to be able to take it out. Not the best play there at the end there, but it ends up working out. So I end up winning that best of 7 4-1, which is good. Venomoth definitely was the heavy hitter on my team there. Thank you guys very much for watching. If you liked the video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one.